Hi friends. Save first when your salary arrives, spend what remains. A guide to managing money and building wealth. Introduction. When our salary is credited to our bank account during the first week of the month, we feel a small sense of relief. This month's expenses can be managed. I should save a little this month. From next month, I'll manage my money properly. We think this way. But after a few days pass, we often find ourselves wondering where all that money went. House rent, electricity bills, loan installments, family expenses, food, travel, online shopping, entertainment, small, unexpected expenses. At the end of the month, when we look at our bank account, one question comes to mind. Why hasn't any money remained even though I earned this much? The most important answer is this. It is not only how much money we earn, but how we manage that money that determines our financial life. When the core ideas of many personal finance books are brought together, one fundamental rule appears again and again. Set aside money for yourself first, live on what remains. That is the central principle of this article. இடைக்கோடு. Page 1. What should you do when your salary arrives? What do most people do first when their salary arrives? They spend. They pay their monthly expenses. They repay loans. They go shopping. They eat out. Then, if anything is left at the end of the month, they save it. This is one of the biggest mistakes. Because the money that remains at the end of the month rarely becomes savings. When money is available in our hands, we find reasons to spend it. Let me buy this. This is necessary. Just this month. I can save next month. Our mind convinces us. So, the system needs to change. Old method. Income வலதுபுறம் நோக்கிய அம்பு, expenses வலதுபுறம் நோக்கிய அம்பு, savings if anything remains. New method. Income வலதுபுறம் நோக்கிய அம்பு, savings, investment வலதுபுறம் நோக்கிய அம்பு, necessary expenses. This one change can create a major transformation in your financial life. இடைக்கோடு. Page 2. Pay yourself first. This is one of the most powerful principles of personal finance. You work. You give your time. You provide your skills. You put in your effort. In return, you receive a salary. Therefore, a portion of that salary should go toward your future. Your future lifestyle. Your emergencies. Your retirement. Your family's security. Your future goals. For this reason, as soon as your salary arrives, set aside a specific amount separately. For example, if your salary is 40,000 ரூபாய், you could first set aside an amount you can realistically maintain, such as 4,000 ரூபாய் or 8,000 ரூபாய், for savings. The important thing is not just the amount. It is the habit. Today, 4,000 ரூபாய். Tomorrow, when your income increases, 6,000 ரூபாய். Later, 10,000 ரூபாய். In this way, saving should become a permanent part of your life. இடைக்கோடு. Page 3. Saving is not just about money, it is a mindset. Many people think of saving as a mathematical problem. How much should I save? Where should I save? Which investment will give the highest return? All of these questions are important. But before them comes another question. Why should I save? If you do not know the answer, saving may not continue for the long term. Savings need a purpose. I need money for emergencies. I need money for my family's future. I want to get out of debt. I want enough financial security to live comfortably in the future. There should be a reason. Where there is purpose, discipline develops. Where there is discipline, habits develop. Where there are good habits, wealth begins to grow. இடைக்கோடு. Page 4. Why do money problems sometimes increase when income increases? Suppose someone earns 25,000 ரூபாய் per month. Their expenses are high. Then their salary increases to 40,000 ரூபாய். A few years later, it becomes 60,000 ரூபாய். But their savings? Still the same. Why? Because their lifestyle has increased along with their income. Expenses that were manageable with a 25,000 ரூபாய் salary increase when the salary reaches 40,000 ரூபாய். Then they increase even more when the salary reaches 60,000 ரூபாய். A new mobile phone. A new vehicle. A bigger house, more restaurant expenses, more travel expenses, more subscriptions. This can be described as lifestyle inflation. Increasing income is good, but increasing expenses at the same rate every time income increases does not create wealth. An important rule is whenever your income increases, a portion should improve your quality of life, while another portion should go towards savings and investments. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 5 Needs vs. Wants. One of the greatest skills in money management is knowing the difference between needs and wants. Food, a need. But eating at an expensive restaurant every day, that may be a want. A vehicle, it may be a need. But buying an expensive new vehicle every few years, that may be a want. A mobile phone, a need. But buying an expensive new model even when there is little difference in functionality, that may be a want. Wants are not wrong. We also need happiness in life. But if we start justifying every want as a need, money will not remain. Before buying something, ask yourself 5 questions. 1. Do I really need this? 2. What will happen if I do not buy it? 3. Is there a cheaper alternative? 4. Will this delay my financial goals? 5. Will I still want to buy this 1 month from now? These questions can prevent many unnecessary expenses. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 6 A budget is not a restriction, it is freedom. Some people do not like the word budget. They ask, can I spend my money however I want? Of course, you can. But unplanned spending controls you. Planned spending gives you freedom. You can create a simple monthly allocation. Income 100 விழுக்காடு. It can then be divided into essential expenses, savings, investments, debt repayment, family needs, personal enjoyment, future goals. The percentages do not have to be the same for everyone. Adjust them according to your income, family size, debt, cost of living, and financial goals. The important thing is, give every rupee a job. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 7 Small amounts, big changes. Some people think, I can save only 500 ரூபாய் a month. What difference will that make? That is the wrong mindset. 500 ரூபாய் is not just money. It is a habit. Even if the amount saved is small, consistency is extremely important. Today, 500 ரூபாய். Next stage, 1000 ரூபாய். When income increases, 2000 ரூபாய். Later, 5000 ரூபாய். A person's financial life does not change in a single day. Small decisions, small savings, small spending controls, small investments. Over many years, these can create a significant difference. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 8 Emergency Fund. Life does not always happen according to plan. Sudden job loss, unexpected family expenses, vehicle repairs, emergency household expenses, medical expenses. What happens if you have no savings in such situations? Debt, credit cards, borrowing from friends, high interest. This can make an existing financial problem even bigger. That is why an emergency fund is important. Calculate your essential living expenses and gradually build an emergency fund appropriate to your circumstances. The purpose of this money is not to generate high returns. Its purpose is to protect you during an emergency. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 9 Debt. A useful tool or a risk? Debt is not automatically good or bad. What matters is why you are using it. Some debts may be connected to assets that can potentially create long-term value. However, high-interest consumer debt can increase financial pressure. Before buying something, ask, am I borrowing money because I do not have enough money to pay for this? Also consider, how much is the interest? How much will I repay in total? What percentage of my income is the monthly installment? Will this debt prevent me from saving? Ignoring debt does not solve the problem. Calculating, planning, and managing debt is the solution. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 10 A high income alone is not enough. One person earns 1 லட்சம் ரூபாய் per month. Another earns 50000 ரூபாய் per month. Who is richer? We cannot immediately say that the person earning 1 லட்சம் ரூபாய் is richer. If their expenses are 95,000 ரூபாய், they save only 5,000 ரூபாய். What if the person earning 50,000 ரூபாய் saves 15,000 ரூபாய்? Their financial position could be very different. This teaches us an important lesson. Income determines your cash flow, but savings provide the foundation for building wealth. Therefore, you should increase your income. At the same time, you must control your expenses. Progress comes when both work together. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 11. Your skills are your greatest asset. When people talk about money, many think only about investments. But in the early stages, your greatest asset is your skills. If you develop valuable skills, you may increase your opportunities to earn more. New technology, sales, communication skills, digital skills, industry knowledge, management, creativity, problem solving skills. A new skill can influence your income for many years. Therefore, along with saving money, invest in yourself. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 12. Your money should work for you. You work and earn money. That is the first stage. Next, your money should also work for you. This is the basic idea behind investing. However, when it comes to investing, asking only which investment gives the highest return can be dangerous. Instead, ask, what is my goal? What is my investment time horizon? How much risk can I take? When might I need this money? Can I tolerate a loss? What are the investment fees and taxes? Understand an investment before investing. Do not put money into something you do not understand simply because someone else recommended it. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 13. The power of compounding. If you plant a seed today, it will not become a large tree tomorrow. But it can continue to grow every day. The power of time is also important in finance. Savings. Growth earned on those savings. Then growth on that growth. As time passes, the growth of money can accelerate. This is the basic idea behind compound growth. Therefore, do not wait for the perfect time to start. Developing a disciplined financial habit, even with a small amount appropriate to your situation, is important. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 14. How do emotions affect money? Money is not just mathematics. It is also psychology. Fear, greed, jealousy, urgency, following others. Everyone is buying it. இரட்டை மேற்கோள்குறி. He has it, I want it too. This opportunity will disappear if I do not act now. Emotions like these can influence financial decisions. The best financial decision does not always have to be the most sophisticated decision. Many times, it is simply a disciplined decision. That means following your plan consistently. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 15. Social comparison. The silent enemy of wealth. Problems arise when we start measuring our lives by looking at the people around us. They bought a new car. They traveled abroad. They built a new house. They bought an expensive mobile phone. If we start doing the same thing simply because of them, our financial goals may suffer. The important question is, do I need to live their life, or do I need to build financial goals for my own life? Wealth is not about showing others what you own. Often, real wealth cannot be seen from the outside. It may exist in savings, investments, low debt, an emergency fund, financial freedom, peace of mind. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 16. Talk about money within your family. Avoiding conversations about money within a family can create many problems. How much is the income? How much are the monthly expenses? How much debt is there? What is the savings goal? What is the family's future plan? Family members should understand these things. Children should also be taught the value of money. Money does not grow on trees. It comes through effort. It should be used responsibly. We should learn to save. We should avoid unnecessary debt. If such financial habits are developed at a young age, they can provide tremendous benefits in the future. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 17. When your salary increases, your savings should increase too. Remember this important rule. When your income increases, your standard of living should not be the only thing that increases. Your savings should increase too. For example, your first salary is 30,000 ரூபாய். You save 3000 ரூபாய். A few years later, your salary becomes 50,000 ரூபாய். There is no reason for your savings to remain at 3000 ரூபாய். You can increase them according to your circumstances. Later, your salary becomes 80,000 ரூபாய். Again, you can increase your savings and investments. This allows a portion of your income growth to directly become wealth growth. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 18. Write down your financial goals. I want to save a lot of money is a vague goal. Instead, write, I want to build India Rubai X as an emergency fund within 12 months. I want to reduce my debt by India Rubai X this year. I want to save India Rubai X every month. I want to create an investment goal for the next 5 years. A goal should have amount கூட்டல் time கூட்டல் reason. A written goal creates clarity in your mind. Clarity creates action. Action creates habits. Habits create results. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 19. A simple monthly method for managing money. Every month, as soon as your salary arrives, you can follow this method. Step 1. Write down your total income. Step 2. First, set aside the amount for savings and investments. Step 3. List your essential expenses. Step 4. Track loan installments and high interest debts. Step 5. Allocate money toward your emergency fund. Step 6. Set a limit for personal enjoyment and discretionary spending. Step 7. Review your expenses at the end of the month. Step 8. Reduce unnecessary expenses the following month. Step 9. Learn a new skill that can help increase your income. Step 10. Review your financial plan every year. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Page 20. The ultimate goal, financial freedom. Being rich does not simply mean owning more things. True wealth means you have control over your money. You know where your salary goes as soon as it arrives. You know your expenses. You know your savings. You know your debt. You know your investments. You know your future goals. You have enough financial protection to handle unexpected situations. That is real progress in your financial life. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. 20 Essential Money Principles. 1. Save first, spend afterward. 2. Increase your income while controlling your expenses. 3. Understand the difference between needs and wants. 4. Give every rupee a purpose. 5. Build an emergency fund. 6. Control high interest debt. 7. Increase your savings when your income increases. 8. Invest in your skills. 9. Keep learning about money. 10. Do not make financial decisions based purely on emotions. 11. Do not compare your life with others. 12. Create long-term goals. 13. Keep saving even small amounts consistently. 14. Do not rush to invest in something you do not understand. 15. Control lifestyle inflation. 16. Communicate openly with your family about money. 17. Focus not only on income but also on net worth. 18. Learn how to protect your money. 19. Plan for the long term so your money can work for you. 20. Treat money as a tool for life, not as the ultimate purpose of life. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. A30 Day Challenge for a New Financial Life. Day 1. Write down your total income. Day 2. Review your expenses from the previous month. Day 3. Identify 3 unnecessary expenses. Day 4. Write down your savings goal. Day 5. Consider setting up a separate savings account as savings goal. Day 6. List all your debts. Day 7. Review your expenses for the week. Days 8 முதல் 14 வரை. Work on reducing unnecessary expenses. Day 15. List the skills that could increase your income. Days 16 முதல் 20 வரை. Start learning one of those skills. Day 21. Review your financial goals. Days 22 முதல் 25 வரை. Try to establish a save first system. Day 26. Create a plan for your emergency fund. Day 27. Write your monthly budget. Day 28. Write down your goal for the next 12 months. Day 29. Discuss your financial goals with your family. Day 30. Create your money plan for the following month. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Final message. Everyone wants to earn a higher salary. But we often forget one important truth. A higher salary alone does not make us wealthy. Someone earning 30,000 ரூபாய் per month can make progress if they manage their money wisely. Someone earning 1,00,000 ரூபாய் per month can remain in a constant state of financial shortage if they manage their money poorly. Therefore, if you want to transform your financial life, you do not necessarily need to change your salary first. Change the way you manage your money. When your salary arrives, first, savings. Next, essential expenses. Then, controlled discretionary spending. After that, investments and growth for your goals. This discipline will not create wealth in a single day. But over the years, it can build a financial foundation capable of transforming your life. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. 10 golden quotes to remember. As soon as your salary arrives, pay your future first. Do not save what is left after spending, spend what remains after saving. Earning more is a skill, keeping what you earn is a discipline. Knowing where your money goes is more important than simply knowing how much money comes in. இரட்டை மேற்கோள்குறி. Meet your needs, manage your wants. Today, small savings can become tomorrow's great financial security. When your income increases, your lifestyle should not be the only thing that increases. Your savings should increase too. From the day your money starts working for you, your financial journey enters a new stage. True wealth is not about showing others what you have, it is about protecting your future. Financial freedom begins not with how much money you earn, but with how much control you have over your money. இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு இடைக்கோடு. Closing thought. How much your salary is today is not the most important question. What matters is, how much do you save from it? How wisely do you spend? How well do you control your debt? How much do you invest in your future? That is what truly matters. Earning money is one part of life. Managing money is a skill. Saving money is a discipline. Growing money is a long-term journey. And the first step on that journey is very simple. Save first when your salary arrives, spend what remains. Start today. Start with even a small amount. But keep doing it consistently. Because wealth is rarely created through one huge decision. It is created by consistently making small, good financial decisions. See you again. Goodbye.